Before we start this off, can somebody explain to me the literal purpose of the BET Plus app? Cause what is it for? I don't understand. Here's the thing. I missed the Soul Train Awards because it was on Thanksgiving weekend and I was with friends. We did a Friendsgiving, got a cabin trip for somebody's birthday. And the Soul Train Awards aired on Sunday. So I was like, you know what? I'll catch it later. I'll catch it on the app. 2 days later, after traveling back, it's not on BT Plus. But did they live stream the event on the app at all? No, they didn't. So I had to go on BET.com, type in the email address to watch the entire ceremony. Why do I have to do all that if you guys have the BET Plus app? What is that even for? It doesn't make sense for BET not to have the BET Awards up there, the BET Hip Hop Awards up there, BET Celebration Gospel, the Stella Awards, the NAACP Awards. Like, these are all ceremonies that you guys air on your network. And if we so happen to miss it, we can easily just go to the BET Plus app to watch. But y'all don't have that. And that makes absolutely no sense. The only thing that is on that app is a whole bunch of old VH1 reality shows, a whole bunch of black sitcoms, Martin, The Parkers, anything that used to air on UPN, that's on there. And then it's a lot of drama series with a lot of bad acting, like Sisters and Kingdom and that one show that Eva Marcel is on. It's just like, what is this for? What is this for? This is the problem with BET. The programming is garbage because it's like, that's not what we came for BET for. BET was originally about black music. I understand it's for BET Entertainment Television, but the sole purpose was to answer to MTV for not showing, celebrating, and promoting black artists. So that's, in my mind, is what BET is for. Black music. And when you have ceremonies that are catered to black music and celebrating black music and giving black artists the opportunity to promote their music, it's like, okay, it's not a priority to you guys. That makes no sense. So, yeah, BET Plus app, if you guys are considering get it, don't get it because it's literally a waste of time and a waste of money. But yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and start this Soul Train Awards review. BET, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Because the direction that the Soul Train Awards went in, it was just like, this is so unnecessary. So this year's Soul Train Awards, it was filmed outside at Keke Palmer's house. The only reason why I know that because she said, hey, welcome to my house. And, oh, here are my house rules. This, and third. And it was like, why? Are y'all not cold? Because based on me watching, it was heavy wind blowing. Everybody's skirts, everybody's hair was blowing in the wind. And I was just like, why did you guys decide to do this outside during the fall? That doesn't make any sense. You guys wanted to spice things up and do a different location, just like that one year you guys did it at the Apollo Theater. Why didn't you guys choose a different venue in Las Vegas or something? Like, this did not feel like an award ceremony. What it felt like was an R&B concert, which is fine, but again, this is like the Soul Train Awards. It's a 40-year history of honoring black R&B artists and soul artists, and it should have been treated like that. They barely gave out any awards. They gave out one award, Best New Artist, and it went to Coco Jones. She was literally the only nominated artist to have an acceptance speech. weird. They gave out the Spirit Award to Janelle Monáe, and then they gave out the I Am Legend Award to T-Pain. And I can tell the production was off because they didn't even have like a video package showing the lifelong career of Janelle Monáe and T-Pain. Like, you guys know how they do that at award shows. At first, somebody will come up and give a speech, then they'll show a video showing, you know, what they have done throughout their career. Then they'll usually have 2 or 3 artists do tributes, and then the person will come up, get the acceptance speech, and then they will perform their medley of hits. But yeah, I was just like, this is weird. This was very weird. I was like, let's not do this again. BET, I feel like you guys are like low-key ruining the legacy of the Soul Train Awards, because the Soul Train Awards have always been, you know, top-notch production for Black artists, in my opinion. But yeah, it just didn't make any sense to me that it wasn't at an auditorium. Now, as I touched on earlier, Coco Jones was the only person that was nominated that actually was there and received an award and received an acceptance speech. And, you know, it's just one of those things that, you know, artists are not showing up to these award shows. SZA wasn't there. Victoria Monet wasn't there. Those 2 singers were, along with Coco Jones, were the most nominated artists out of the bunch. Ari Lennox wasn't there. Lucky Day wasn't there. Brent Faiyaz wasn't there. Black wasn't there. Chloe Bailey wasn't there. All of our major relevant R&B artists, they didn't show up. You know, the Soul Train Awards is the perfect opportunity for any R&B artist to take advantage of the publicity, because you have the opportunity to promote yourself, promote your music, promote whatever you have going on, because other artists, they don't have that opportunity. No, you're not going to see like a Rascal Flatts or a Taylor Swift at the Soul Train Awards. They might pull up to the Country Music Awards, but you literally have a singular award show that's specifically catered to the genre that you are an artist in. And I don't understand why anybody on their team, their publicist, their manager say, hey, go to the Soul Train Awards, because it can be your night. It is a bigger conversation, because a lot of people say like, oh, our award shows becoming less and less relevant. And my whole thing is, we can say that, but if they was to start having these award shows and not televise them, like, I know a lot of people, myself included, will feel some type of way. It's so many Hollywood events that the general public is not privy to. So it's like the few in between, like the award shows where celebrities are supposed to show up, you get a free concert and you get to see the celebrity in a different element. I don't know. The award shows, they do matter. They matter to me. I enjoy them if they're done right. But yeah, it is what it is. I just don't like that the Soul Train Awards is literally getting treated like a second-class citizen when they were literally the first. Like, the Soul Train Awards was before the BET Awards, you know? Yeah, that's that. But again, with the Soul Train Awards, I don't know if BET just needs to move the date, or I just think the producers and the booking department, they really need to take advantage and advertise to these artists like, hey, the Grammys are coming up. Let this serve as good publicity for an R&B artist that's not getting as much exposure as pop artists and rap artists. Let this serve as a way for you to really put yourself out there, you know? So I just hope the Soul Train Awards get better in the future. And I also hope that the producers, they are taking the initiative. Because look, the Griot event, they just honored Mariah Carey with a Lifetime Achievement Award. They had Jennifer Hudson come out, Coco Jones was there, and Patti LaBelle was there. And it's like, damn, Soul Train Awards, y'all could have done that. Y'all could have been had Mariah Carey attend and give her a Lifetime Achievement Award. Why did the Griot Awards, that is just 2 years in, why were they able to take the initiative and get Mariah Carey to attend their ceremony, but not the BET Soul Train Awards? Weird. All right, real quick, let me touch on Keke Palmer. Like, as you guys know, this channel is not a celebrity gossip channel. I do not have the energy, nor do I care to be discussing live updates of celebrities and what they got going on in their personal lives. I'm not there. It's none of my business. So that's why I purposely refuse to be discussing any type of celebrity gossip at all. I don't do celebrity gossip, but I am going to comment briefly on Keke Palmer. You know, Keke Palmer, she hosted the Soul Train Awards this year. She did a fantastic job. And All of this transpired after, it was put out there in the public, not by her, but by TMZ. It has been revealed that Keke Palmer's baby father has been abusive, and video footage was leaked online, and they were, I guess, fighting in the living room. We don't know the context of what was going on, and a restraining order was filed. And when I tell you, I just had to just take myself off the internet because we love Keke Palmer. Like, she's a millennial. She grew up with us. Our heart is for Keke Palmer. We want to protect her at all costs. I just hate hearing negative stories for celebrities that I actually give a about. Keke Palmer is doing what she is supposed to do because she literally hosted this award show. She didn't give any interviews. She made no references to what was going on in her personal life. She is a professional, okay? She hosted this show, still gave us the same spirit, the same beautiful energy that we all fell in love with. And she did an amazing job. And that's how it should be because, to be honest, she didn't put this information out. TMZ did. She never spoke about the situation at all. The baby father did. And Keke Palmer's mom did. And a phone call was leaked online. But despite all the negative publicity, Keke Palmer's like, I'm still here to do my job. And that job, she did well. So, congrats to Keke Palmer. And her performance was beautiful. I don't know what song that was, but she is literally the definition of when talent meets preparation, because I was not expecting her to perform and she tore the stage up. That's a beautiful song. I don't know what song it was, but it was a very, very, very beautiful song. So shout out to Keke Palmer. I thoroughly enjoyed her and she has my support always. All right, let's get into the performances. All right, first up was Janelle Monáe. I like Janelle Monáe, but I'm really not a fan of her live performances. Like, she does not have a strong singing voice live, but she opened the show, good energy. Again, the vocals, they're not that strong. So I really would have enjoyed the performance even more if she really, really projected her voice and really, really hit those notes. But I don't know. It's like when she performs, it's like at a bare minimum level with her voice. It's very weird. I can't really explain it, but I've always felt that way with Janelle Monáe. But she looked absolutely amazing, brought good energy. And yeah, shout out to Janelle Monáe. The next performance was Money Long. Money. This performance was better than the actual song. Like, I need a live version now. See, this is why I love listening to music live and going to concerts, because it's a way different experience. Because when I say she tore this song up, she did exactly that. And again, this is why I say the importance of the Soul Train Awards. I have not seen Money Long perform on any televised stage at all this year. At all. I did not know that she even released new music. But when I saw this performance, I went to go check out the music. And again, as I said, what she did on that stage does not even compare to the studio recording, but she did an amazing job. Shout out to Money Long. I really wish people will care about her still. Because it's like after hours and hours and after Time Machine, it's like the publicity of Money Long kind of like slipped away. Like, people care not to support her when you should be supporting her other music. That performance just proved, hey, y'all missing out. Y'all are missing out big time. Loved Money Long's performance. 10 out of 10. She did her thing. And the next performance was Dante Brown. I don't know who Dante Brown is. So when I was watching, and based off of Keke Palmer's introduction of him to perform, she made it seem like he was an inspirational gospel artist. So he performed a song called Your Majesty. And I was like, oh, okay, bet. But then the song transitioned to an Afrobeat Wind Me Up performance. So I was just like, sir, choose a lane. Are we doing gospel or are we doing secular? You can do either or, but let's not mix the two. Like, how are you going to be performing Your Majesty and giving our praises to God. And then literally 30 seconds later, it's like, all right, girls, get on stage, wind your waist and shake your ass. That was like not a good transition at all. Good performance. I was just a little bit thrown. I was a little bit thrown off by it. And again, Keke Palmer is the one that said, as she was introducing him, you know, this is a up and coming inspirational artist, love for God, this, and the third. So I was a little bit thrown off by the performance. But talented guy. I can definitely get into his music, but sir, you and your team, let's figure out a way to get some distinction in between your music. Let's do that. It just went from Shirley Caesars to Megan Thee Stallion. It's like, what? Okay. The next performance was October London. I am a fan. I did not know who October London was prior to watching the Soul Train Awards. I know when I read the nominations, I'm pretty sure I said, who was October London? Because he was nominated for a couple awards. The man can sing. He sounded good. Definitely want to go check his music out. And again, I'm gonna keep saying this throughout the video. I don't care. This is why the Soul Train Awards are important. I am being introduced to artists I have never heard of before, and they get on this stage and they are tearing it up. So very, 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 very impressed with October London's performance. He did an amazing job. And that's what's the Soul Cypher. They did their annual Soul Cypher. They only did one this time. This was with Marsha Ambrosius, Nikki Gilbert from the group Brownstone. I'm sorry, y'all, my mind went blank. Eric Bellinger and Aaron Ray. They did it to Usher, You Got It Bad. I enjoyed it. Everybody did a good job. I love Marsha Ambrosius. She was taking that opportunity to flex on herself and enjoyed it. No complaints. All right, next was one of the highlights of the show for me. So one highlight was Money Long. The second highlight was this one, and that was the Coco Jones. Coco Jones performed her song Double Back, and as you guys know or may not know, Double Back samples SWV. So as she is performing, she brings out one of my favorite R&B groups of all time, the legendary SWV, and it was Coco Jones and Coco from SWV on stage singing Rain together. Coco is a beast. A vocal beast. Coco from SWV. Coco Jones is a beast as well, but Coco from SWV, that's a different beast. But I just feel like Coco was legit holding back as she was performing. Maybe she wasn't trying to overtake Coco Jones's moment. Regardless of the situation, love Coco Jones, love SWV, love the performance. When they came out, it's like chills. I got goosebumps. It was such a beautiful moment. I love when newer generation artists bring out the people that they have sampled and they are performing with them. It's like a full circle moment. I just love seeing that happen. So Coco Jones, I mean, the girl can do no wrong. She's just so deserving of everything that she is getting out of this music career. I am so happy for her. And the next performance was an amplified performance from Meta. Now, one of my friends literally this past weekend told me about Meta, because the question that we had around the table, who's been your favorite R&B artist of 2023? And he said Meta, and I was like, who is Meta? So he told me about her. I looked into her music, and then next thing you know, I'm seeing her on the Soul Train Awards, and I was like, oh, okay. Beautiful performance. Absolutely beautiful. She did her thing, and that girl's gonna go far. Now, I know a lot of people are questioning, what is she black? Is she white? Is she gonna be another like Tina Marie? I don't know. I don't care. All I care about is the talent, and that girl can sing her behind off. She deserves the publicity that Mariah the Scientist is getting. Let me just say that. Shout out to Meta. I thoroughly enjoyed that performance, and I'm supporting her music from now on. That's how that goes. All right, the next performance was Friday. Now, here's the thing. I remember in the nominations video that I recorded, I like briefly talked about who Friday was. I don't know if I said if I knew him or didn't know him. I know who Friday is. I don't know if my mind did not register that Friday, I know him. I don't know what was going on when I recorded that video, but I know who Friday is because I actually loved his album. Like, my best friend put me on his album because Friday is Haitian. My best friend is Haitian and I am Haitian. So when I saw his name, I don't know why it didn't register to me. I'm like, oh, I know this guy. And then when I see him perform, I was like, oh shoot, he's performing one of my favorite songs. So shout out to Friday. I love the fact that the Soul Train Awards gave him the opportunity to perform his music, and he did an amazing job. Friday performed When It Comes to You. Love the song, love the performance. He has such a soothing voice, and he performed just like the record. It was just like I was literally watching the record live. I'm not saying he was lip syncing, he was definitely performing live, but he did an amazing job. And again, like I said with Money Long, I have not seen this man on a televised stage at all this entire year. Not even at the BET Awards, not even at the BET Hip Hop Awards, not even on any of the late night talk shows. But seeing him on the Soul Train Awards was very pleasing to me because he deserves the spotlight. He deserves the chance to really promote his music. And the Soul Train Awards, they gave him that opportunity. So very, very, very happy for Friday. He did his thing. And again, I really enjoyed the performance. Next was a performance from Honey Baby. I have no idea who this is. No idea who this is. I never heard of her. She just came out the blue. But she came out the blue and tore the stage up because she did an amazing job. Again, I'm going to keep saying it. Soul Train Awards introducing me to R&B artists that I need to support. She did good. She did good. She reminds me of a Lotto mixed with a Lola Brooke. You know, she's short and she's talented. So that's who I got when I first saw her. But she did a good job. I'm going to have to get into her. Again, I've never heard of her. But I enjoyed her performance. Next was BJ the Chicago Kid. That man is extremely underrated. Very, 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 very underrated. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and say I support and listen to BJ the Chicago Kid because I don't. But I can, like, rewatching this performance, it can really make me dive into his music because I like his voice. He has a very, 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 very unique voice. And he performed Spend the Night with Coco Jones. I didn't know that they had a song together. Coco Jones was working overtime tonight, but again, like I said, her and her team capitalizing off the publicity that she is getting at an R&B event, or her being an R&B artist. Smart. If everybody else is not gonna do it, Coco Jones is gonna do it. So I love the performance. I love that Coco Jones was back out on stage. They did a good job. I have no complaints whatsoever. Last but not least was another highlight of the event. T-Pain, he received the I Am Legend Award. David Banner presented the award to him. I love this acceptance speech, but I especially love this performance. He took it up there, okay? He performed now I'm not gonna say every single one of his hits, because he has a lot of hits, but he performed the ear candy hits. Way before Jeremiah, way before Ty Dolla $ign, T-Pain was the person you would call to sing on your hood. He performed Got Money, he performed Good Life, he performed Kiss Kiss, I'm So Hood, Welcome to My Hood. T-Pain brought the party, okay? He definitely brought the party. I love the fact that the Soul Train Awards gave him the acknowledgement and the recognition. Some people might not consider him an R&B artist, but he is a singer and he can sing. And, you know, he got a lot of backlash in the past for using autotune, but now autotune is what 90% of these artists are using nowadays, both singers and rappers. Regardless, he deserved it, and he did such an amazing job. I'm assuming that the Soul Train Awards chose him because, you know, this is the 50th anniversary of hip hop, and of course, I didn't expect the Soul Train Awards to turn their whole entire show centered around hip hop, which is what the BET Awards did. But, you know, with T-Pain receiving this award, you got a mixture of both hip hop and R&B. So it was smart for them to give him that acknowledgement, and it was about time because the man is a certified legend. I know he said in his speech it's kind of too early for him to be called a legend. I disagree. You're a legend, sir, and you deserve to be treated like such. So I'm going to brush through the winners very, very quickly. I'm not going to touch on every single category, only because I did a whole nominations video, so I might as well discuss who won and who didn't win. All right, so let's start with SZA. SZA took home 4 awards. Well deserved. She posted on her Instagram story, "Thank you so very much for this honor," and she added the Soul Train Awards. SZA won Album of the Year for SOS, well deserved. Song of the Year for Snooze, definitely well deserved. Ashford and Simpson Songwriters Award for Snooze as well deserved. And Best R&B and Soul Female Artist. So congratulations to my queen SZA. Gotta love her. Now Usher, he took home 3 awards. Usher won Best R&B and Soul Male Artist. Now look, Usher is the king of R&B. But I really feel like the only reason why they gave this award because of all the publicity that he has garnered from his Las Vegas show, which is quite deserving. Now, granted, he only put out like 2 songs this year. We didn't get a full project from Usher. So I don't know why he would win this award. But again, Usher is the king of R&B, so it's all fair. Usher also won the Soul Train Certified Award. You know, that one award which I have no literal idea what it's for. Maybe it's just giving it to, I don't know. We're just not gonna get into it. And he also won for Best Collaboration with Summer Walker and 21 Savage for his song Good Good. Another major winner was Victoria Monet. She won 2 awards, one for Best Dance Performance and the other for Best Music Video for the song On My Mama. Well deserving. And you know, I actually said in my nomination video, I feel like she should have won for Best Dance Performance because the choreography is one of the standout moments of the music video. And it was choreographed by Sean Bankhead. So that was one I definitely got right. So deserving. Shout out to Victoria Monet. But all in all, that is pretty much it. In terms of the Soul Train Awards, congrats to Coco Jones, congrats to Victoria Monet, congrats to SZA. Just like they collected here, I would expect for them to collect at the Grammys as well. Congrats to Usher, congrats to Janelle Monáe, congrats to T-Pain. Those were all, literally all the winners of tonight's show. There was no bad performance. Like I said, Dante Brown's performance was a bit questionable, but other than that, everybody who touched the stage, they did an amazing job. Keke Palmer did an amazing job hosting the show. Again, my only complaint, this award show should not have been outside. So BET, let's go back to the drawing board and let's be proactive and figure out what we got to do to bring the Soul Train Awards back up to the standard that it has been for the last 40 years before BET even got involved, okay? Let's do that. Shout out to all the new artists of R&B that I was introduced to through the Soul Train Awards. You definitely have my support. Maybe in the future I can be doing music reviews of your projects. And yeah, that's it for this video. I appreciate you guys for making it all the way to the end of this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And keep up with me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. The links are in the description box below. And I will see you on the next episode.